So there's Toss the Feathers. Excuse my voice, I'm getting over a cold. And I wanted to point out a couple bowing patterns in this that are basically the ornament bowing patterns. And these are the ones where people get a little bit tripped up. So the framework of this piece is we've got eight eighth notes. So we're really in cut time, which is 2 half notes. So we're gonna split the 8 eighth notes into groups of 4. So we have 2 groups of 4. And we want to accent the and. So really we're counting this in 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and us as the fiddler need to accent that 2. So a couple ways to do that, we actually ornament that beat a lot of the time. And so if we look at this tune, here, you've got these long notes. And when those long notes hit on the beat, we're often going to accent it. An actual, I think the easiest place to look at this is actually in the second half. Because we just have that really kind of simple phrase and we can ornament that in 2 different main ways. It's basically what's happening. And those longer notes hit the offbeats. 1 E and, 2 E and, 1 E and. So on those long ones, there's 2 ways we can do that. One is going to be a triplet, and we're going to ornament with the bow. And the other one is a roll, and we're going to ornament with the finger. Now that one's really hard right there, but it's worth practicing. The notes I'm doing are... I was thinking, why is it a sharp? Oh, we're kind of in a different key for a couple measures here, because the next measure has that C sharp. So to me, the C sharp roll sounds correctly there. So it's D, E, D, C sharp, D. If you want to put the roll there, those are the notes in it. It's quite fast for that little pinky. But those are the 2 options. Here's what the bow would do over those 2 options. If we do the bow ornament only, down, up, down, up, down. And then we slur, and that E is the next beat. So we want to hit those beats on a down bow for that bowing pattern to feel comfortable. You can do it up bow. I don't know. I'm just so into the down bow triplets, but some people do them up bow. I just can't honestly imagine it. The other bowing with the roll there would be, and we do that. Not my cleanest roll ever, but for that one, you're basically slurring over 2 of the same note. You could just do a little baby cut there instead of the full roll. Because if you slur down, up, you're not gonna be able to hear that there's 2 separate notes there. You can almost hear it because I'm still pushing into the bow to get the accent. I'm swelling onto the accent, but it's not gonna sound quite like the correct melody without a roll, or at least a cut. So those are the 2 options. And you're still going to want to, whatever happens, push harder by pushing into the bow on the accented notes, which are the offbeats. Whew. So looking at this first half, I'll just kind of go through the bowing a little bit so we've got some details. So I wanted to show the second half first, because that second half has those options. And I will tell you, I like to just mix them up, right? Or whatever combination you want to, right? There's 3 spots to do it. In the first measure, I use both of those bowing patterns. I'm always going to start up bow. Most reels I'll start up bow if they start on a quarter note. If they start on a quarter note, I'm going to slur into that first quarter note. And that pattern happens a lot. So start up bow. I'm going to do the triplet right away. Down, up, down. And then right after that, I go into a bow with an accent in between. And that's a roll in the open D. The basic rhythm or basic melody. That's all that's really happening. And then we are ornamenting it with those little scales. So slow down, up bow. Down, up, down. Swell through. So again. Okay. Again. Again. That's going to come back over and over again. Next measure is nice and simple. We're going to then ornament that long note. If I do an up bow, I have to kind of just smush them all into the up bow so we are back here. Or I could do it triplet. And then I'm down bow, and so I'd have to do this. And do the opposite of what I did before. So this is the bowing I would recommend. Let's triplet this one. And then I'm down bow instead of up bow, so I'm going to slur out of it. And then I'm going to triplet my way after that. I have sheet music for this, so if you like to see the dots, I'll link that one in this video. I don't always do that, but I have it for this one. So here's that whole first part together. So up bow slur, triplet, slur, separate, triplet, slur, and the last one is a triplet slurring out of it. The rest of that is a really straightforward bowing I've talked about before, which is slurring over 3/8 notes or a beat and a half. So and it gets us right back to there. So I'll go super slowly but without any awkward stops through the first part. 1 and 2 and repeat. All right, hope that helps. Have fun.